Hello, everyone. It's Monday. Have you watched? Let's discuss. Hold on. Let me get my... I'm in the process of doing something with my hair. Steaming it, so disregard. So here we go. I have not watched Summer House. I have not watched Housewives of New Jersey. I think I'm already over New Jersey. We gonna see. But Love and Marriage Huntsville, it was kind of like a, let's get together, yeah type of episode. So first we're gonna talk about Nell and Mel pickleball. So Nell is, I don't know how old she is. She is an elder, like I've said in previous videos. She's an elder. She's not an old woman. She's just older. You know what I'm saying? And the way that she thinks, it's from that time in which she feels like she got to carry, which most black women, and I'm going to say most black women still probably feel that we have to protect black men in some type of way, right? Because they can self-destruct. Let's not go on that tangent. Anyway, so she's still coming at Mel talking about, I don't agree that you put him in jail, blase. And Mel checked her and was like, okay, I feel like you asking me the questions and I understand how you feel. However, this is what happened and this is why I did it. And she's like, oh, sidebar. Next episode, she talking to, what's that man's name? Melody's ex-husband. And she's telling him, well, I don't agree that you went to jail, blah, 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 blah. Why are you telling him that after Mel told you what he did? I don't like that. Anyway, and then the whole episode kind of is like, from what we didn't know is that Mel, Tisha, Kimmy, who are the permanent stays on the show, is like, okay, we're going to move forward for real. We're going to squash everything. We don't got to be buddies. I mean, we don't got to be besties, but we need to be cordial. We need to be, if we're going to do the show together, we're going to do the show together. So from my understanding, I feel like Mel is justified in being annoyed. And I don't even think she was mad. I think she was just annoyed. Like, why y'all ain't coming to the podcast? Like, Stormy had everybody has legitimate qualms about the melanators and people online and blase. Fine. Stormy got it. She brought it. Her mom and Stormy brought it to the goddamn reunion and was like, you and your people, blah, 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 said it's about Stormy, and Stormy was the one that did it, da, da, da. Anyway, y'all watch that reunion. I think the whole thing was dumb. But anyways, Stormy had all the smoke. Stormy bought 4 tickets and came. What's y'all excuse? Like, I don't get it. If Stormy could buy 4 tickets before it was sold out, according to everybody else, why y'all couldn't buy tickets? Especially when y'all trying to move forward, and then y'all gonna call her people or her followers or people who were there miserable and terrible people. And then Tisha first of all, last episode she was talking to Destiny, talking about, oh, those people are hateful and hurtful and I ain't trying to go, when, like I said, she would have went if Mel invited her. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't. She's talking both sides of her mouth. Like, I don't get it. It's either you wanted to go and you wanted to be invited, or you didn't want to go because the environment was toxic. Pick one. Because you saying 5 different things and it don't make no sense. Now, Kimmy. We're going to come back to Kimmy because I got a lot to say. Back to Mel and Nell and pickleball, from the podcast, even before they talked about the podcast, I did not know. I be online, but I don't be online. I did not know her stepdaughter was out here calling her a lot of things, including a side chick. And she is mad at them. I mean, she's mad at y'all. So I'm sorry that y'all got to go through that. That's kind of weird. So now we introduce Latricia. She is a gym rat, and she's also a gym trainer. She and her very good-looking fiance, maybe almost fiance, they are trainers. So they're fitness trainers. So she is brought in by Stormy. She and Stormy are acquaintances. They're friends because she was in Stormy's wedding. So Come to find out, she was married before, have kids, and now that marriage ended. And now she's talking to Stormy about, I know you and Tisha don't got a good relationship. Let me know. I mean, that's a decent friend, but like, what if Stormy said nah? You just said nah? I mean, money is green. Money, I mean, it's not, I mean, I guess loyalty and friendship and all of that, but if she's talking about destiny, you'll just say, yo, this is business, I'm training you, or you don't gotta talk to me about destiny. But that's just me. Especially that Tisha didn't really do nothing to Destiny. It's kind of like Destiny calling her man, which Stormy is calling her man at his name, basically. And she want to be friends with his wife? Like, you would let somebody call Courtney a bitch and you be friends with them? I don't know. I don't know where her reasoning is coming from. Now, valid, she does have points about Marceau. Marceau does ruin relationships when Tisha is with, and it could just be, I don't know if it's a coincidence, because he's very patriarchal. Anytime Tisha has a valid relationship with somebody that has their own as a woman and they're somewhat independent, he destroys the relationship. But with Stormy kind of put that nail in that coffin. Even if he was going down that path, she put the final nail in the coffin. Because why are you calling that man? You could be mad at him, you could construct him, you can criticize him, but you don't got to call him a name like that. It's weird. It's weird. That whole thing was weird. But I'm glad Latricia. And I'm not making fun of her name because hello. And so Stormy is talking about Cersei, honey, and I don't know how old these women are, but seems like she had a hard time after like giving birth to her son. And I think Cersei might as well do it. I mean, you can't stop that lady unless you in the contract and be like, you know, please don't do this, please don't eat that. But if that woman wanna fornicate, she gonna fornicate. I thought that was kind of crazy. And then piggybacking off of this scene that came after other scenes, but Stormy and Courtney talking about the surrogacy, trying to buy, you know, a vintage car. Good for y'all. Y'all got the coin. I love black wealth. Y'all do it. That's something that them others. Anyway, so Mel, Tisha, and Kimmy go to this plant place. And this is where we find out that they turn over a real new leaf. Not a fake one, but a real one. A real new leaf. And they're like, we're going to start anew. And then here comes Tisha. I'm sorry, dang. Like, their reasoning for not going to this podcast, especially since they were like, okay, we're going to go to anything and support you. And then Tisha came up with this lame excuse when y'all was not friends. Y'all did not like each other. You came uninvited to her event. And Melody was being petty and called the security, but please. Y'all, I don't know. If y'all don't like Melody, y'all should just say that. To be honest. Like, I would respect it more if y'all would be like, yo, we gonna do this show together, but we don't really mess with you like that. Like, I wish it would just say that, because these lame excuses is really, it's tired. So now we on Kimmy. Kimmy went and did an interview with Dustin for Carlos King. I don't know if he's an assistant, associate producer. I don't know what his title is, honestly. But she did an interview with him on Carlos King's podcast YouTube channel. And her reasonings were still the same. It was like, they're toxic. I didn't want to go into that environment. I'm trying to protect my peace. Yada, yada, yada. How long was the venue was like at a lounge. Like, you could have been on the side in like a VIP area. I don't know. It was like mostly the 20 minutes was about not going to the podcast and the reason why she didn't go, even though they decided to do, we're going to do this thing. I don't know. The reasonings just felt, I don't know. The reasonings felt kind of whack to me. And in reference to that, what's in my notes? Okay. In reference to that, that's all I have to say about Love and Marriage Huntsville, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Next episode seems to have a little bit more drama. With Melody's ex-husband and Fletcher, cute self. Fletcher is a good-looking man. I mean, to be fair, all the men on this show is very good-looking. Yeah, but let me know what y'all think. Loving this episode, like I said, it was really, let's get together, yeah, and discuss. So, yeah, see y'all on the next one.